So welcome back. I'm doing another Berghaus tent review today. Prick. So welcome back. I'm doing another Berghaus tent review. Today and tonight it's the Grampian 2 tent, which is a geodesic tent, definitely a two-man tent. Unlike the Cheviot 2, which is a good backpacking tent, this is over an extra kilo in weight, but much bigger inside. Now, the proper test will be is whether or not if me and the dog have a good night's sleep. Now, he's only been camping with me twice before. Both times it was pretty disastrous. Now, the field I'm in is secure, it's safe. So if he wants to clear off in the middle of the night, then he can. So, right, let's get it set up. So the bag is a usual Berghaus affair, which is an end stuff sack. Oh, there's the poles. I thought they were missing then. Okay. As always, click your poles together first before you roll your tent out fully. So this one's got 4 poles. It's a fully geodesic as opposed to the semi-geodesic of the Cheviot 2. Now, if it was windy, I'd be staking down the corners with the pegs first. But as it's not, I shan't bother. So again, like the Cheviot, you can pitch the outer first, but when you take the tent down, you can actually leave the inner tent inside. So next time, like now, you don't need to set the inner fly up. The poles are color coded to the sockets on the tent. See, what I do is I put all the poles through first loosely, and then once they're in, pop the poles into the corners and pop the tent up. Now, Archie the dog, he's been hiking with me before. We've tried camping a couple of times, but it's always ended pretty disastrous. He'll go and find some fox mess to roll in and stink the place out. We've had it, I've gone with one of my daughters. He loves trains. Yeah, we went camping with one of my daughters and he wouldn't settle, which means she wouldn't settle. So about 4 in the morning, we came home. So once they're through, simply stick the pole into the eyelets at one end. So I'll start with the blues, and then what I'll do, go to the other end, and fail miserably. And there we go. So the fact it doesn't need staking out first means you can pop it up and then seat it in whatever position you like. So I'll stick some pegs in it quickly just to make sure we've got the full shape. So you get with your Berghaus tent these very lightweight, reasonably strong aluminium poles. I mean, they'll weigh next to nothing. There are larger on the market and smaller, but these they seem to do the job very well. Here he goes, another train. And there we go. Hello, boy. So there she is, all set up. So you have 2 entrances, 2 vestibules, and inside it's very spacious. So I'm 5'11", near as damn it. I've got plenty of headroom, plenty of feet room. Now the first thing I noticed in this tent is the bathtub flooring material is a lot thinner than the Cheviot's floor, which I'm sure will be absolutely fine, but it does make you question the durability of this compared to the smaller version. So that's with me in here. Let's see what it's like with the dog. Archie. Hey boy, come on. What do you think? Sit. Good boy. So I've just noticed the headroom. I've got so much more headroom in here, especially if I sit in the middle. Now, it's the first tent I've ever bought of this style that I can actually sit up in, which is an absolute bonus. Right, let's talk about ventilation. So, already it's got quite warm in here though. The mesh material isn't very wind permeable, which means it will hold on to the heat better. It may hold on to condensation better as well, unfortunately. So to ventilate it, you've got these little zip down compartments, which can be rolled up and tucked into here. You can just open the door, and you've obviously got the open vestibule then, allowing for a nice through breeze. Outside, you've got these proppable vents, so they hold open like that. I've got one on each corner. Now, as with my last Berghaus tent, they're quite strong just as they are without using the guy ropes. So tonight I probably won't bother. I'll leave them tied up. So inside the vestibules, obviously zipped up, you've got quite a big grassy area. Now what Berghaus do provide you with is a ground sheet, is a vestibule ground sheet. Only the one, so you get to choose one side or the other. So I think for tonight, the side with all the bags and clothing and footwears going will have the ground sheet. The dog can have that side. Okay, for storage, we've got a sideways compartment here, which is unusual. Okay, you've got these pockets with dividers on each corner. Bit of loose thread there. In each corner, you've got, which is a nice addition, a little hook here for your lantern or to hang your phone off. Okay, so kit in the bag. So you get the tent, the 4 poles, a bag of these nice and light aluminium Berghaus tent pegs. Now, I've already staked the pegs out on every tie down from the corners. So at the moment, there's 10 pegs holding this tent down. There's 6 more for the 6 guy lines. So it looks like there's 5 spares. So that's quite handy. So the tent's all set up ready for tonight. I'm going to start putting my sleeping gear in there in a bit.
The following day.
So we've both just had a very good night's sleep in the Grampian 2. It's very damp, very cold this morning. A lot of dew sat on the outer fly. Inside, absolutely bone dry. Temperature dropped to about -3 last night at one point. We were completely unaware of how cold it was outside. So just before I went to sleep last night, I did a quick temperature check. Outside was 1 degree, inside the tent was 10.5. So we gained about 9 degrees in total. So that's a great all-weather, all-season tent. So I'd have no problems at all in taking this out in the winter months, especially with my camping buddy. We had fun, didn't we, boy? Someone's full of beans this morning.